So the detection and response capability that we're going to talk about today is the new correlated threat insights or the new alerting framework, where we built a correlation engine on top of our logs, where we have predefined rules where we can actually correlate a lot of these disparate atomic log events to create an alert which is very consumable and very actionable so that we can alert the customer of an impacted system or a compromised user. This allows us to provide context along with the alert for faster prioritization and response by the customers. And then our customers can send this out of ZIA to their favorite SIEM and SOAR products to orchestrate even more advanced playbooks. At a high level, the way it works is we provide an alert, as you can see here. Instead of asking the customers to go and look at different logs, we build that correlation engine, which actually correlates all these disparate log events to create an alert where we are saying TrickBot campaign has been detected in your environment. This is what the threat is all about. So we have threat summary. We also map it to the MITRE matrix, and we also provide a list of impacted systems. So we'll actually go through the whole workthrough on how an administrator will actually be using this capability to do really fast detection and response to such events. So let's take a deeper look at how the detection and response workflow will look with this capability. The admin will first go to the alert screen where they will actually see a bunch of security alerts that have been predefined. So these security alerts, as you can see here, are predefined by us based on the intelligence we gathered from our Threat Labs team and other engineering teams and ourselves, the product team. So we work all together to create different alert rules that we have defined here. There is one for TrickBot, there is one for Emotet, there is one for Bitrep, for instance. These correlation rules can be added over time, so we will keep adding more and more, and customers can also define their own. So if you see on this screen, you have the top 5 threats by systems impacted, you have the top 5 threat event types by alert count, and then you sort these rules by the last known attempt. So if you see here in the next screen, if I click on the last known attempt and I sort this by last known attempt, then the screen redraws itself to something like this. Now within this, I can actually do a search within these alerts where I can either search by the alert ID, the client IP, alert rule name, or how it is indexed. So for instance, I'm trying to search here based on specific parameters. I'm also redrawing the time horizon, if you see. So instead of looking at the last 24 hours, I can look at the last 4 hours, the last 2 hours. I can change the different time horizon as well. And based on that, I can zero in on a specific alert. For instance, based on this, I've been able to zero in on this alert, which is around TrickBot. Now here I see a lot of contextualized information about this specific alert, what TrickBot is. For instance, it's a banking Trojan. So that means someone has inadvertently downloaded a banking Trojan. Now the next step you would naturally feel is to find out who this specific user is. So you go to impacted systems. Once you are within impacted systems, you will actually see the number of systems by department. You'll also see the number of impacted systems by location. And here you can actually find out there's total 64 systems that have been impacted. There is the usernames defined here along with the client IP, the first time that these systems were impacted, what department they're in, what location is it. So you can actually now go and do meaningful remediation workflows on these specific systems. So for instance, I have actually changed the admin scope and here I can see a few alerts that I want to zero in on. So in addition to this, I can also create my own alert rules. So this is the next part where I can define an alert rule by using the add alert rule section. I can give a name to this alert rule. I can define different types of time intervals where I want to actually look back. I can also define the evaluation status. And you can even define different types of filters. For instance, here I want to say that I want to look at advanced threat protection, advanced security, all these different types of threat categories. And within those categories, I want to look back 10 minutes. I want to find any more than one system impacted. And hence I'm able to also define my own alert rules in addition to the alert rules that are provided pre-canned as part of this capability. You can also get the notification of these alerts outside of the UI using email, but you can also get it through webhook third-party support for ServiceNow, Slack, Teams, Opsgenie, PagerDuty, and Splunk, and we'll keep adding more. So this was our capability around detection and response, where we built a correlation engine within the ZIA product that can actually take all these logs, correlate them, and provide very meaningful, actionable, consumable alerts that the SOC team can use to go and do meaningful detection and response activity.